What's going on YouTube? You know who it is. This week's subscriptions video. Got a decent amount of books this week. Most were good. It's a pretty heavy Marvel week. I think I only had 2 DC books. I'm just going to hop right into it. All these codes are available except for Superior Spider-Man and Avengers. Those are already claimed. First up, Fantastic Four number 9. And this is a story all about how Ben Grimm, the Thing, thinks that he was responsible for Doctor Doom being Doctor Doom. And him and Reed go back in time and go see this weird Doom escapade. I don't know. It was it was an interesting story because it had Doctor Doom in it, but it wasn't as good as I would have liked it to be. I mean, it was still solid, and it ended okay. It ended as if they said no matter what would happen, Doctor Doom's going to be Doctor Doom. There's no way of stopping it. Doctor Doom was unavoidable. So, I mean, I really like this series, and it was just kind of an in-between issue for me. Next we have Indestructible Hulk number 9, written by Mark Waid. No longer Simon's on his art here. This is all about the legal ramifications of Hulk, Bruce Banner, being an employee of S.H.I.E.L.D. He has Matt Murdock, Daredevil, as his lawyer, and in this issue he is going to Hell's Kitchen because that's where S.H.I.E.L.D. has some type of thing going on. I don't know. It was a really good read though. Anything Mark Waid writes though seems to be good. The art was pretty good in this too. I felt like with this issue, this book really picked up, and this book could really gain some readership with this book alone. I don't know if Wade's going to be on this for a while or if he's just kind of an in-between, but either way, it was a very good read. One of my 2 DC books this week, which was not a letdown, was Supergirl number 21. Nice story. She goes and tells her roommate about how, well, wants to tell her roommate that she's dying and that she's leaving planet, but never really gets out. They kind of have an argument, and she just leaves the planet. Then she comes across this weird planet that can make anything that they think, just come true out of this. It's kind of a self-replicating building. It's just one type of element that just builds upon itself. It was really awkward, but end of story is the last page you have the Cyborg Superman reveal, and it's interesting that Cyborg Superman now has the exact same weird cable claw that Cable has, and I don't know what they're going to do with that. Looking forward to if Cyborg Superman is going to be a villain, if he's going to be a good guy, how he's going to fit into this. Either way, it was a good read. If you've been following Supergirl, it was better than if you just hopped onto this. But either way, I feel like when you run into Cyborg Superman at the end, it's kind of, okay, the issue was alright. Superior Spider-Man number 12. In the last issue, the Spider Slayer was supposed to be executed, and he planned his escape. Got a hair in the tape back here. The Spider Slayer was planned to get executed, and he planned an escape. J. Jonah and everybody is still there. Spider-Man made a plan to prevent this from happening. He feels like he has everything set up, although he didn't plan for Spider Slayer to send out some of his nanobots or whatever they are to inhabit Vulture, Scorpion, and there's one more, Boomerang. And now they're kind of like, they're advanced. They have these advanced weaponry and everything, and Spider Slayer seems like he's going to get away. Spider-Man has a contingency plan for all the civilians there, where he puts a barrier up around them with his bots, but J. Jonah jumps out of the barrier and ends up actually saving Spider-Man at one point in this. And then there's a certain point where the Spider Slayer sends one of the villains to go attack the civilians and one to go get J. Jonah, and he says, you have to make the choice who you're going to save, and he actually says, the only thing I have to worry about is killing you. So you really see some of that psychotic and that just mad villain coming out of Doc Ock in this. I don't know what kind of decision I'll make the next book, but doing a really good job making me question myself and question this book. Love this title. Awesome. Really do. In this book, anytime that Wanda is on a cover, I'm excited to read it. And this, I mean, even though she's not a big part of this, it's still very good. Her and Rogue have an argument about the future of kind of mutant humans and the team and everything. Other than that, we're going back. I feel like Remender is just continuing his X-Force run in this, because he's using the Life Seeds and the Death Seeds and the Apocalypse Twins and all this stuff that you read in that if you're reading this and didn't read that, it might be a little confusing. Hell, it's confusing to begin with if you read both. But there's a lot of things going on in this. Wolverine finally tells him that he's the one that killed Archangel, and it looks like the Apocalypse Sons have turned against Kang, but there's a lot of still mysteries going on. I don't know if he's ever going to wrap this up, or if this is kind of just going to end like Uncanny X-Force did. Either way, it's really fun. It's a really fun read, and I love anything Remender does. Love that cover also. Next, this title is just, I really enjoy this title. Out of all Wolverine titles that are out there right now, I think if you're a Wolverine fan, you need to be reading Wolverine Max. This is number 8. Storyline continues of this lady that he met, turned out to be like a prostitute, it seemed, who, kind of worked this master plan to get him caught and shot and all this. Got his dog killed. And then at the end of last issue, he got kind of just bullet-ridden, and everybody thought he was dead. So this one opens up, and he's kind of getting taken away to get buried. He wakes up in the trunk, like Wolverine does, kills them, goes back, kind of takes out the whole estate that he has, and ends up actually not killing the girl, which was his main thing, because he thought she was working with him. But he says, no, and he kind of just drops her off, and he's continuing to Vegas next, it seems. And I like this traveling Wolverine, trying to create new lives. Even though it's not a new twist on Wolverine, I really enjoy where it's going. And this book's not going anywhere. Now, from a book that wasn't going anywhere from my pull to a book that I kind of regret pulling to begin with, this is the polybagged, feel like I'm in the 90s, Age of Ultron, book 10. Yes, I still have the polybag in there. I don't know. I liked it, the all black and everything. It was interesting. It's very interesting. I feel like for all the build-up that we had in the last 9 issues, this kind of just was like, yeah, alright, it's over. I feel like nothing big happened. They found some code, and Hank Pym talked to past Hank Pym to program some code. I don't know. It feels like this was just a setup to get more books out, is all it was. And the one thing I got out of this is the new series, The Hunger, involves Galactus trying to take out the planet during, I think it's the Age of Ultron, or the Age of Intelligence. Either way, I'm picking... Oh, no, it's the Ultimate Universe. I think it's Galactus trying to take out the Ultimate Universe world. Either way, I'm excited about it because I love Galactus. Kind of glad this is over, although I believe there's still a 10 AI issue coming out. X-Men Legacy, number 12. This book has Red Skull using David's father's, Professor X's brain, to try to convince the world of all this propaganda that mutants are bad. And at the last minute, Blindfold had a team of X-Men that she gathered, which included Pixie and there was a couple more. Either way, though, they came and saved him at the last moment. And the one kid who was in a previous issue, whose superpower was taking credit for things, David brought him in to take credit for this, so the Red Skull didn't get all this propaganda. It was pretty incredible. Very well written. There was a lot of foreshadowing in that issue to this issue and the past couple issues. Just a great book all around. People need to be reading this. If you're not reading this, you need to be. At least pick up the trades and check it out, because it is a phenomenal book. Covers are always great, too. Thunderbolts number 11. New writing team, hopefully soon. This book was The leader looks like he's going to be the leader again. I have nothing else to say about that book. I'm pretty disappointed. Animal Man number 21. I don't know what's going on in this either. He's might win an Emmy for his award that he did as an actor. He's out trying to be Animal Man again, catching stray animals and all sorts. I don't know. There was a weird Twitter thing in here where it advanced the story by people tweeting about where they saw him. It was okay. I didn't hop on Animal Man until I think issue 11 or so I missed the whole him being an actor. But I can figure out, use my head, common sense, I can figure out what was going on. It was alright, though. If it doesn't improve, though, I'm afraid that it might be gone. Oh, also, the daughter, his daughter is inside of the Red talking to the totems and everything without her mother knowing. So that alone actually might keep me on this book. Even if Buddy's stories don't improve, if she's still doing this, I'd like to see where that goes. Almost forgot about that. Probably, I want to say it's my pick of the week, but it's a tie between this and another book. New Avengers number 7. Unbelievable. I love Diodato drawing. Everybody knows that. He draws Doctor Doom in this book, which is enough of a reason to pick it up. You need this book. You need to read this book. You need to be on this title, period. I could read a Black Panther book if Diodato drew him, and I hate the Black Panther. A lot of this book has to do with the war that seems like it's going to happen between Wakanda and Atlantis. because of what happened in Avengers XMen, and then there's a couple more little short stories in here about how some Wakandans, some people from Wakanda attacked some Atlanteans and vice versa. And there's actually a talk between Namor and Black Panther about what should happen. Try to call truce. At the end of this, the current queen of Wakanda, Black Panther, his daughter, I believe it is, says there's going to be war. So I don't know if that's going to be the current story of this, or if that's just going to kind of go along with it. Either way, though, love this book. Love Deodato drawing. Period. Favorite artist out right now. You need to read this book. Digital code available if you do want to read it. Disappointment again. Morbius number 6. This book's going to get dropped shortly. I actually dropped a few books yesterday because I checked my poll for next week. 26 books. Why would I have 26 books next week? I dropped Aquaman, which is coming out next week. I just wasn't really feeling it. I dropped Masks, which I only hopped on because I thought Alex Ross was the artist and he was only doing covers, so that was kind of neither here nor there. I dropped something else too. I can't remember really what it is. I guess I'll remember when I do my reviews and I don't have it. But either way, nothing really great in this book. It's probably going to get cut. I'm not going to lie. Even Superior Spider-Man coming in on this didn't save it. This is my pick of the week. Actually, I'll do that last. Next, we have The Prelude to Infinity, which is the Avengers, number 14. I really like this book, although it was kind of all over the place. I get that it's the prelude to Infinity, but you didn't really have to confuse us this bad. AIM has cracked open this egg of some sorts, or this thing that came when the life bomb hit, or whatever. I don't know. There was a lot of weird shit in here. A lot of good stuff, though. Just a lot of the heroes being heroes. It was pretty good, but I feel like I would have liked it more if Deodato was still drawing it. Opened it up, went to the first page, realized, oh, not Deodato. So I was a little let down, but this artist is still pretty good. I don't think Spencer's the artist. I think he's a co-writer. I think whatever. Not Deodato. That's all I need to know. And then this is my pick of the week, which I absolutely love this book, and everybody also needs to be reading this. Cable and X-Force number 10. Uncanny Avengers in here. There's a great fight between Cable's X-Force and Uncanny Avengers, while Cable's kind of incapacitated, although he comes back just in time to just pretty much shut their whole heads down, so then his whole team can escape. Nice talk in here between Domino and Cable, talking about, she said, you need to delegate some of this team. We are responsible. We can do more than just listen to you and tell us what to do. And he kind of agrees. They all go their separate ways, but they all have their own plans, I guess. Also, Hope goes and finds Blacksmith, and if anybody is, a fan of Cable or anything, the Blacksmith was kind of his tutor through the Asaki or whatever, the clan, always helped him out. And we find out that it's pretty much him that's sending these telepathic future messages in his head, and he kind of just shoots Hope into some portal or something. I don't know, though. I really like this book, and there was a great fight between them. Great banter in this, too. Just pick of the week. You should read this. Get the digital code. And if you're not reading this, and even if you're not interested, just take the code. Give it a shot, because it is a phenomenal book, and I know you'll like it. That being said, I think I still have about 22 books this week for my subs, and that's a lot. Also, I'm going to try to get a What's in the Box episode up. No, I'm not going to try. There will be a What's in the Box episode up this week. I've been talking about doing this Iron Man, my current Iron Man run, but I don't know. Might happen too. Also, I don't know. Either way, though, thank you for watching. Remember, have a great day.